20 years ago, the media seemed pretty concerned about diversity in fashion.
Modeling can be a tough business at the best of times, but when you're black, the situation is compounded.
Has black beauty finally come of age, or is it all just an exotic illusion?
Today, all of our sins have been absolved because hashtags. Diversity's trending.
Diversity is very in this year. Let's hope it's not a passing trend.
So what does this rainbow utopia really look like?
In 2013, Beth Ann Hardison, a diversity advocate and a former model, wrote an open letter calling out specific designers who had featured 1 or 0 women of color in their runway shows around the world.
I think they're ignorant and they're arrogant, and I think it's not even about racism. I think it's a sense of laziness, and they've told themselves a story.
Boy, they were unvarnished.
Unvarnished and real. And mad.
Yes, what are these unvarnished, mad black women going on about anyway? While some newcomers and younger brands have embraced diverse casting in their runway shows, the data reveals that progress is relatively stagnant. Some designers are making progress by including people with disabilities in their shows. But have we lost sight of the race issue that's been plaguing the industry for decades?
Some people are calling this fashion week the most diverse fashion week ever in history. Do you guys agree with that in terms of what you've seen on the runway, what you've seen in the shows?
Well, definitely seen a lot of diversity in terms of clothes. Some of it are playful, whereas others are more trendy. And
Did you think that it was great that they were representing Native American culture?
of course, listen, we're in New York. It's a great thing. We had one Asian, one red hair, colored, blonde. We had all of them.
Okay, even redheads.
Yes, I was like, yes, this is beautiful.
Are you excited that there's like no more racism in the fashion industry?
Yeah, I am happy.
Yeah. Do you feel like we've solved like the fashion's racism problem? Are you glad that it's done?
No, absolutely, yes.
I'm glad we like solved racism. Like, check.
Yes, definitely.
To be fair, this isn't the only part of the fashion industry. Maybe people are seeing more diversity in magazines or advertisements.
So I went and bought a handful of the most popular fashion magazines and went through them with a model and fellow journalist, Yomi Abiola. We decided to rip out all of the advertisements and make 2 piles. Pile 1, only people who are white. Pile 2, only people who are anything else.
Let's start with Vanity Fair.
I love it. That's an ad.
That's for you. This is for you. That's for you.
White lady, very white. White person, double whiteness. White.
This is an Asian man. That's for you.
Oh, is it a, nope. White girl. This is a toothbrush. White girl. White girl.
Maybe I can have this one. Pharrell's in the background.
Okay, so you get the idea. Let's fast forward a bit to when we counted our piles.
89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. And I didn't even count like the double sides. How many do you have?
Do you really want to know?
We have to know.
13 and a half.
We found similar issues in other high fashion magazines. Vogue had 272 ads featuring only white people versus 38 featuring people of color.
I was definitely hoping that at least since I started, that things would have changed. It's not good. I mean, let's not dress it up. It's just, I really was hoping that things had changed. There was a moment in time for me when I saw a brown woman on television. I saw Naomi Campbell and I was mesmerized. But I want every single woman to be able to have that experience of having your beauty, but beyond your beauty, what you look like, validated. You exist and you're seen and you're part of society. It's time to wake up.
So how do we solve this? Remember Beth Ann Hardison? When she wrote that open letter 2 years ago, almost all of the highlighted designers increased the number of people of color in their shows. Although the industry's overall numbers stayed roughly the same, Beth Ann laid out the framework for how to incite change by calling out the worst offenders by name. Taking Beth Ann's lead, the best thing we can do is hold designers accountable.
The worst thing we can do, become complacent and stop taking responsibility to make things better.
I'm so proud of watching what someone can do when they decide, let's take up the cause. The responsibility is all of ours.